I'm going to end with one more exercise other than the meandering for you to do. And this one, what I want you to do is just make sure that you're taking all your pentatonic positions and you're practicing them all as an exercise. So maybe you take your metronome and you set your metronome, and you're going da 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 da. So you take your first position and you just practice going up. Second position, or I shouldn't say second position, second fret. And you go all the way up to the 12th fret, and then you turn around and go all the way back. That's one exercise, all the way up, all the way back. Now, if you'd rather go past 12 to get comfortable with the thinner frets, more power to you. It just all depends on how much time you have. If you're running low on time, and yesterday you did, from 1 to 12 and back, maybe today you do from 12 up and back, whatever you need to do. But, you certainly don't want to avoid the thinner frets because you solo a lot in there. So you do first position. Then you go back and do second position. And so on. You go all the way up, all the way down. Then you do third position, then you do fourth position, then you do fifth position. And again, just like every exercise, if you find that when you're doing third position, it's harder than the other ones, you need to spend more time with the third position. Okay? So you practice each one independently, not on a musical level, on a technical level, getting comfortable with all of them. Then the last exercise that you can do is you can simply take all of your A minor pentatonic positions, tie them together, and then play an exercise doing that. So you're going, I'm going to start on the fifth position here, on the third fret of A minor pentatonic. Now here I'm going to back up. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. You just go through the whole thing, all the way up, all the way down. You just run through everything with your metronome, however you want to do it. So you're kind of learning how to phase in and out of technique as absolute technique, and musicality because you're reinforcing the scale as well. When you do each position on its own, you're not reinforcing any scale ideas, you're reinforcing that one position greatly, which is what you want to do. And then once you start putting them all back into perspective all together and you go up and down the entire fretboard, then you're seeing the whole thing. So my goal is always to try and, take a technique. I take a musical idea and I break it down to a technique. But then the goal is to take that technique and bring it back into a musical idea. Okay, so that's what we're always trying to work on. So I know that this lesson is probably going to introduce a lot of questions, and it's okay. We got a long way to go, but I want you to just start absorbing all of those. So don't try and get too far ahead and go, okay, well, really think through what it is that you're trying to do. And remember, at some point here in the near future, we're going to be talking about theoretical application versus real-world application as well, because now you might be seeing, well, one of the things that used to confuse me so bad is I'd go, well, how come I'm playing a 12-bar blues in major, but I'm soloing in minor? And the answer is there is no answer. It doesn't make any musical sense whatsoever, but it's rock and roll, it's blues, and it sounds great. It's just that we can implement logic as well as illogic in the same situation, you see. So we're going to be talking about all of that. So make sure you really watch this and you really absorb all of the information as best you can, breaking down your three categories again. Okay, your understanding, your technique, and your creativity, which this lesson certainly has all three. So take care, and I'll speak to you soon.